Hi, so today I'm going to be talking about navigating the system. So first of all, important thing to acknowledge is that the system is quite complex and can be difficult to navigate. So I think, understanding that from a starting point is really important. I think the next thing to think about is what support is out there. So what's on offer for you and your family. And I would always encourage families to look at the local offer, look at what's available in your local area. Is there support groups that you can attend? Is there charitable organisations like, for example, the North East Autism Society that you can get involved with? And I think in those early stages after diagnosis, it's important to really connect with the community. So connecting with other family members that are in similar situations to yourself can be really, really powerful. I think that's, really important. The other thing I would say think about is things like benefits, so practical support. Are you entitled as a family to any benefits? For example, disability living allowance. There's also a lot of different grants that exist. For example, the family fund that you might be eligible to apply for. So I think just knowing those things exist is really important, and try and apply for them wherever possible. The next thing that I would always consider is the community. So obviously accessing the community can be difficult when we have an autistic child. So what's available in your local community? And many places now do autism friendly events. So at North East Autism Society, for example, I work with a lot of organisations that are actively, trying to make that customer experience better. So we have quiet shopping hours available in some places. Some areas, some organisations, for example, the Life Centre, they have sensory bags that you can rent out when you get there. That it's just things that might make that experience a little bit better for you and your family. I think as well, really understanding what's out there is really, really key. So making yourself familiar with some of the important documents that you might need to come across on your journey. So things like, when we're talking about education, have a little look at documents like the SEND Code of Practice. And I appreciate that is a really big document, so you're not going to want to download it and read it all. But just knowing that these things exist are really, really important. I would always say connect with other people, because what you'll find is families that have already been through the system and are kind of out the system at the other end, they have some really good tips and just things that might make life that little bit easier. But yeah, I would always encourage you to connect with others. I think that's the key really, and just make sure that you know what's available in your local area.